We had a horrible run after the last episode, but I think we might have turned the corner. Hello and welcome to episode 56 of Rebuilding Derby. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two games for you in the EFL Championship. We're at home to Brentford and then at home to Swansea. Since you were last with me, we started in horrible form after the last episode, but have turned it around somewhat, and we're now unbeaten in 3 games. We scored 8 against Nottingham Forest, and the most recent 2 games we've drawn against both Blackburn and Barnsley. So we come into the Brentford game on the back of a 3-game unbeaten run, having lost only 1 of the last 5 and 2 of the last 7. And this is the team that is going to go out there and try and beat Brentford. It is Charlie Setford in goal, a back 4 of Tom Hamer, Rhys Williams, Kenneth Brady and Archie Brown, Max Bird at the base of midfield, a central midfield partnership of Miguel Aziz and Jason Knight, Ryan Longman on the right wing, Daniel Okechukwu on the left, Tyrese John Jules up front. Let's submit the team and go and do the team talk. Okay, I am going to agree with the assistant manager. So we'll pump the fists and say, I want to be impressed, go and put on a show, and let's get the match underway. Okay, so it's Derby kicking off. John Jules to Bird, Brady gives it to Brown. It's Okechukwu, infield to Knight, Brown spins and then goes all the way back to Setford, who gives it to Williams. Forward to Aziz, who passes it to Hamer. Hamer beats his man and lays it into the area. We win the ball back. Hamer beats his man. Can he get a cross in? Nobody can pick out Aziz and then get it back. And win the throw in. And that ends the first highlight of the match. So let's demand more. We need to get ourselves up the league table, so we need a win today against Brentford. Not going to be easy as they're 4th in the league, but we do have a corner. Jason Knight with that corner, and it's Brady with the effort on goal just wide, and that highlight ends. We've started well, but it's now Brentford on the attack, although it's cleared and Okechukwu will bring it away. He's being fouled but manages to get it through to John Jules, who has the effort, and it is a corner. It's Okechukwu with the in-swinger, and it's headed away. Smallbone will bring it clear for Brentford. Need to get a tackle in here. He's in on the defence. Manages to get across to Tony, who is on the byline, and the cross is intercepted and we win it back, but the highlight ends. And it's a period of calm with not much happening at the moment, so we'll hit the demand more, try and make something happen. Brentford still without a shot as it stands. We've had 3 shots on target so far, and we're playing reasonably well without being spectacular. So we're looking okay at the moment, but I'm looking for a little bit more than okay. And Aziz is starting to tire, but should be okay for hopefully at least till half time, if not longer. So we'll demand more again. And we are still awaiting a highlight. Longman has been booked, not sure for what. And another effort on goal, but didn't hit the target this time. 5 minutes to half time. It's been a long while since we had a noteworthy event worthy of a highlight. Setford now has the ball, and hopefully this means it's going to be a Derby attack. And the header is finds Brown, who goes down the left wing, gets his cross in. John Jules with the header, straight at VR, the Brentford goalkeeper. It's a throw in now to Hamer. Aziz, back to Hamer, who goes back to halfway, and Williams into Bird. Tackle gives the ball back to Williams. Longman's shot is blocked, but he's offside anyway. And that highlight ends. It looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half time with one added minute, and it is. Derby 0, Brentford 0 at half time. We've been the better side. Brentford have an XG of absolutely 0. So we'll say keep the faith. And half-time subs, I'm not going to make any. We'll send them out with a demand more as soon as they go out. And give it 10-15 minutes until we make our first change of the day. But it is Brentford on the attack first of all. Lucas passes back to Baumgartner. Kalkan to Lucas again. Lucas with the cross. It's headed away, but Diatta will collect. Kalkan into Smallbone. He goes back to Kalkan again. Kalkan back to halfway, and the highlight ends. Hamer actually is having a complete nightmare at right back. So we're going to need to move somebody over to the right at some point. But it is a Derby free kick at the moment. Okachukwu with the cross, and it's nodded in by Tyrese John Jules. But it's disallowed for offside. Let's see how tight that was. It's tight, but he is offside. He's ahead of the goalkeeper. So we'll hit a demand more. And yeah, we're going to bring off Hamer. So I'll need to do it via the tactics screen because we need to do a bit of a rejig. Brady to right back. Hamer off. And Sampao on. And Aziz off for Slater. So 2 changes, confirm those, and as soon as they go through we'll hit demand more. Okachukwu goes back to the goalkeeper, finds Williams into Aziz. Aziz picks out John Jules to Longman. Hamer on the right hasn't gone off yet. Can he make one final contribution? It's a deep cross. The header hits the side netting, and that surely will be the double substitution. It is. Sampao and Slater are on. So we will demand more as soon as we can. Knight down the line for Okachukwu. Back to Brown, who goes to the corner. Crosses, but it's cut out, and Zakiri brings it away. Finds Lucas, and Longman intercepts, gives it to Brady, who passes to Slater. Brady gets it back. Williams to Slater, to Williams again. Bird to Sampao. Knight to Okachukwu. Brown down the left wing. Gets his cross in. And the shot is on target, but saved by VR. So we'll demand more, and it'll be Okachukwu who'll be the third player replaced. And he'll be replaced by Cesar, and we'll swap Longman to the other wing. So we'll do that now. There we go. 20 minutes to go, all subs made. Let's demand more as soon as we can. Slater down the line for Brady. Back to Lucas Cesar. Brady to Bird, back to Williams. Into Brady again. Bird, Brady. Needs help. Gets it from Slater, who finds Longman. Longman is offside. And let's demand more as soon as we can, which we can now. So we're into the last 12-13 minutes of the game. And we desperately need a goal. Let's go attacking. Knight to Brown. Longman has the shot. And it's clipped off the crossbar and gone over. A draw in isolation against Brentford is a decent result, but given how far off the playoffs we are, it's not helpful. Cesar with the corner. And the header by Reece Williams is just over, so it's another chance goes begging. Demanding more one last time into the last 3 minutes. 3 added minutes allowed. And it's Longman gets in the way of the free kick and Brentford's chance is gone. But they do have a corner. Baumgartner with it. It's headed away, and that surely will be the end of the match. No, but now it is. So full time, it's Derby 0, Brentford 0, and I'll see you very shortly for the second match of the episode. We will sympathise with the lads. It was one of those days. I'll catch you in a moment. Time now for the second match of today's episode as we face Swansea City at home, and this is the team that's going to go and try and get the win. It is Charlie Setford in goal, the back four of Kenneth Brady, Curtis Nelson, Ivani Sampaio and Archie Brown, Regan Slater at the base of midfield, Miguel Aziz and Max Bird in central midfield, Ryan Longman on the right, Tyrese John Jules on the left, and Adamipo Ojibeko up front. Let's submit the team and go and do the team talk. Okay, so the assistant manager is recommending we're favourites for a reason. Go out there, make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. So we will outstretch the arm. No, we can't outstretch the arms. We'll point the finger and say that. And that's either left them composed or motivated. So that's absolutely fine. We'll get the game underway and see how that impacts on the early part of the match. We're keeping possession nicely on halfway. Aziz goes left to John Jules. Runs down the line towards the corner flag. Gets the cross in, but it's cut out by the Swansea defender. And the highlight ends. So now Swansea with the throw in on the left. And they have a shot which is just past the post from Coughlin. So we'll demand more. The goal kick is short to Nelson, who gives it to Aziz. Longman gives it to Brady. Slater to Aziz. Back to Nelson. Sampaio goes to the left this time and Brown. Brown tries to outrun his man, can't do it, so he gives the ball to John Jules, who makes a cross. The header is on target but saved by Langley in the Swansea goal. And it's a throw-in for Derby. Sampaio receives it, gives it to Nelson, passes it on to Brady, down the right for Longman, back to Brady, inside to Nelson, back out to Brady. Aziz back to Nelson, to Aziz. Aziz loses it. And they are in. But we win the ball back. And John Jules launches it to Ojibeko. Longman back to Brady. Brady to Longman. Longman over the top for Bird, who takes it down. Shots charged down. It's out for a corner. It's been a breathless opening 7 minutes, but not any real chances at this stage, although that was a chance from the corner. It's headed over and it remains 0-0 with a throw in on the left. Brown into John Jules, but he can't keep it under control, and Swansea bring it away. Through to Coughlin, who on the left wing, infield to Lloyd. It's saved by Setford and it's away for a corner. Wiles into the mixer, headed away, and the highlight ends, but we pick it up again with Bird on the edge of the area, although Swansea then get it back and bring it clear. They go backwards to Lowe, backwards again, and now they're in on goal. Bennett with the shot, but he's offside, and the highlight ends. So we'll demand more. It's Wiles with the free kick for Swansea into the box. Coughlin's header is over the bar and it's a goal kick, and we don't see that. So we await the next highlight. We do drop down to 12th position in the league, but a goal would change that massively at the moment. It's John Jules with the ball forward. Ojibeko goes through a small gap and finds John Jules. Longman, Aziz, and it's saved by Langley. 20 minutes gone, still 0-0. And we remain in 12th position. Sampao with the free kick to Nelson, back to Sampao. Bird to Sampao again. Sampao finds Brown, who gives it him back. Brown this time goes down the left to John Jules, and Brown gets it back, gives it to Slater, passes it on to Sampao. Nelson, who this time finds Aziz, and then Longman down the right hand side, looking for a cross, finds one. The header from John Jules is just off target, and the highlight ends. Let's demand more. Everyone's playing reasonably well without anybody doing spectacularly. The Longman goes down the right. The ball is in the middle, but Bird picks it up on the edge of the area, gets it back, feeds Slater. Sampao into John Jules. It's wide right for Longman, who passes it in to Aziz but can't get it under control, and Swansea will bring it away, and the highlight ends. Just that final pass is missing at the moment. Setford now with the goal kick, short to Nelson, wide right to Brady, down the line for Longman. He finds Aziz, infield to Slater, forward to Bird, who goes long, too long. Ojibeko can't get there, and it's through to Langley, the Swansea goalkeeper, who launches it over halfway, and Bennett picks it up. His pass is on target and he gets it back. The shot is over the crossbar, so it's a goal kick for Derby, which we don't see. And time for one last demand more before half time. Ojibeko needs to come off at half time. But other than that, I'm not planning on making any changes at this stage. We'll leave everything else as it is. So let's, not happy with that performance, let's make the one change. Ojibeko for Joe Gelhardt. And let's send them out. Give them a demand more immediately. Ojibeko making way for Joe Gelhardt, who makes his return from injuries, missed the last few games. And it's Swansea on the attack again, but we get it back and the highlight ends. Neither side has played particularly well in this game so far. Aziz needs to come off in central midfield, so we'll bring on Jason Knight, and it's Knight with the corner. Langley turns the header over the crossbar, it's out the other side for another corner. Knight with this one into the middle, headed away, and Batty will bring it clear. He finds Chapman, who plays it back, and Swansea just retain possession. They're into the box, but it's charged down and Longman picks it up. Infield to Slater, who gives it to Brady. Longman gets it back. Slater to Nelson, to Sampao, who goes for Bird. Back to the goalkeeper, plays it short. We get it clear to Knight, who finds Longman. Brady, looking for help, gets it from Longman, who goes for the ball over the top for Gelhardt. His shot is off target, but he's offside anyway. And let's demand more. And the final change is going to be John Jules, I think. Yes, it will be. But I haven't decided who's coming on yet. Gelhardt picks up the loose ball on the edge of the area. He's tackled but wins it back. Crosses, and it's put into the back of the net by Max Bird. And it does count. It's Derby County 1, Swansea 0. So let's make that change now. John Jules off. And Okachukwu on. John Jules with the original shot. Bird picks up the bits and gets a goal. And we'll have a look in a moment at what that's done to the league table. In fact, we'll do that right now. If I can press the right buttons. So that's lifted us into the top 10. 6 points adrift of the playoffs. So still plenty of work to do, but things are looking slightly better. Low with the cross. It's Daly to Batty. They play it around on the edge of the area. Setford makes the save, and it's a Swansea corner, so we need to demand more again as soon as we can, but we can't do it yet. Chapman with the right wing corner for Swansea. It's over everybody, headed away by Nelson. And still waiting for that chance to make the demand more shout. It will be the last one because it will be inside the last 10 minutes. I'm going to wait for it to be that. So there we go. Into the last 10 minutes. Demand more shouted. And hoping that we can either get a second goal or just see the game out comfortably. Brady with the throw in to Longman. Brady gets it back. Plays a wall pass off the Swansea man. Longman has it, gives it to Knight. Brady with the shot. And it's saved and away for a corner. It is Knight with the corner. Crosses it into the box. The header is not far wide, but off target. And it's Brady with the throw into Longman. Back to Knight, who crosses. Deep for Brown. Back to Slater. Shots charged down. Brown collects. Gives it to Slater. Back to Brown. Slater again. Bird goes wide for Brady. Gets to the byline. Crosses, but it's into the arms of the Swansea keeper. We're on the attack again. Over the top for Longman. Plays it back. Knight. Wide to Brady. Into Longman. Back to Brady. Slater. Through to Longman. And it's out for a corner. 4 added minutes signalled. Okachukwu with the corner this time. In swinger. Headed over. out for a goal kick. And it is another corner this time. It's Okechukwu with it. Swings it into the area, headed clear. And it'll be a throw in for Derby. And it's Brady to take it. Brady's throw finds Longman. Beats his man, crosses to the far post. Headed away, but Brown should collect comfortably and does. The highlight ends. Langley's clearance, but it's back with Derby, and Knight is through 1-on-1, but he's wide of the target and manages to force the corner. So it's Okechukwu with the corner into the box, headed away. Slater to Knight, Okechukwu across to Bird, who passes it backwards, but it's given away, and Swansea bring it clear. Famiwo to Lloyd, but we get it back. Nelson to Slater, wide to Brown, Okechukwu back to Brown, Bird to Brown, Brown to Sampao, Bird to Sampao again, to Brown, to Gelhardt, who's dropped very deep, Okechukwu, Brown, Slater to Knight, and the ball forward is met with the final whistle. We do hold on for the 1-0 win. I'll join you in a moment when we'll show you the league table and discuss where we're going to come back next time. Okay, so the Sky Bet Championship table has us in 10th position with 33 points from 23 games played, 6 points shy of the playoffs. And it's time now to show you what's coming up on tomorrow's episode. And on tomorrow's episode, I will show you the first 2 games in February against Hull City and Stoke. And I will also tell you what business we've done in the January transfer window. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to my channel for weekday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.